Howdy folks, welcome to the channel. This is Buckshot Plays. Thanks for stopping by. We got another C Class Fixed race at Talladega on iRacing. Our big goal today was avoid this kind of stuff that happened during the race. I think we did a pretty good job. We ended up finishing with like a 4X because of some last lap contact. It was a really good race though, really clean. We managed to survive and avoid a lot of the shenanigans that went on. Also want to just take a moment. I just want to give a shout out to M203 Gaming. They support the channel and we appreciate everything they do. Also want to give a shout out to Warrior Shaman for letting us borrow his music here on the channel. Super awesome guy. I'll link his stuff in the description. Have credits there so you guys can find him. Super cool opportunity. I'm really thankful to share him with you guys. So enjoy the race. Also, I apologize. I had some technical difficulties with my mic, so I do something different this time and I end up just commentating the video. So you guys, I hope you enjoy the race. I'll see you guys at the end and see you in the next one. Alright folks, coming on to turn 4 here, we're getting ready to go green. And big goal during this race was we were just trying to keep it clean, let all the folks that got ants in their pants that are fighting for a win to get up front, get their chance to get around us. We're giving everybody a good clean race. That's the big goal today. We don't want to end up in the big one basically. So I go high pretty quick here. Kind of stick to the outside line for the good first portion of this race here. Little contact, and those are the guys that we want to just let by us because super speedways like this, they end up taking themselves out just fighting. So we're just biding our time. We're giving everybody plenty of room to get around us. It's worried about getting around us here. Alright, we're tucking behind this fella a little bit. Get some momentum. Maybe we can stick with the pack. And you'll see there's quite a fair bit of movement up in front of some of those lead cars. You'll see them zigging and zagging back and forth. What happens is folks get just locked in on the car in front of them. If that car in front of them deviates back left and right, they find themselves doing it automatically. So you got to be careful, make sure that you're not just nonchalantly following the car in front of you, because if you check up into somebody and there's somebody on the outside line, that's how you end up with caution. So and here's our first bit of contact. We're gonna get lucky and drive right through it. Alright, first caution's out of the way here. Getting ready to go green. And we follow as far back as 14th. Good money shift. When any unnecessary shifting back and forth those tires, unless you're getting a run there, more than half the time what ends up happening is you end up fighting the fella in front of you, they bleed off speed, folks behind you just catch you in the draft. Get a nice little bump from the fella behind us here, keep some momentum. Or let them take that inside, stick to the high line just because trying to stay out of any contact. Right, holding that middle line. We're gonna let this fella by and we're gonna start doing some drafting. Nice and smooth. See that fella having some connectivity issues there in front of us, so just being wary. I lifted a bit coming out of turn 2. Keeping some distance, we're getting a good run here. There's some more contact, and that's the stuff we're trying to stay out of, so that's why we're lagging back a bit. Let the kids have their fun. And we're picking off a couple spots. I heard clear outside and we went back up. This fella gets a little run behind us and gets excited, and the worst place you could try giving somebody a bump is coming off that apron on 4 where that transition is. Exactly what just happened that we had to recover from is what will happen about 9 times out of 10 unless you hit them perfectly square. So I take that as this fella is wanting to get forward a few spots, so I'm going to let him by. Give him plenty of room. And we're kind of testing the water, seeing if everybody will come up with us. Nobody does, and that's alright. Playing the long game here. And we're just trying to stay as smooth as we can on those inputs coming around the bend there so we can hold as much momentum as we got. That fella's trying to decide if he wants to be on the inside or outside line. He gets a little run. And almost some contact up there. Fella dipped down, then we see that fella blinks out. Looks like there was some contact. He ends up in the wall. We're going to move around him. Not super upset because at this point I feel like there's definitely going to be another caution coming. We've only got 12 laps down this 25 lap race, so just biding our time. Oh, here we got some contact up front, another caution's out. And we're gonna make it through clean again. And right with that little maneuver, I believe we're into the top 10 just by running clean and staying out of caution, so.
Getting ready, going green.
Here we are on restart. Interesting line that this fellow's taking up top. I was kind of hanging down low, getting ready to shoot across the field and jump to the bottom. But inside line ends up slowing up a bit, so we've got plenty of room. Take that high line coming into turn 1. Oh, little contact again. We better be on our best behavior. We got somebody on the inside. We got this Toyota behind us getting a run. Nice and smooth on the inputs. If I catch this fellow, I'm not gonna smash him into the corner. Or take just the outside there. And we're 3 wide right now, coming across start finish. That's definitely thick here. Lots of people, yep. Little wrecking. We just kept that outside line, kept it clean, made it through another caution, so. Alright, getting ready to go green. Cautions have eaten up a few laps here, so we're down to, let's see, lap 21 at 25 to go. We got started on the inside line, so we're just gonna be a little bit hyper aware of that outside line and what's going on up there. If anybody's looking loose or anything, we're gonna need to lift and give them some space. Let this fella tuck right in there. Way we can get a good draft going on the backstretch. And we had to lift there. Alright though, cars in one piece, 0 incidents so far. We're almost at the end of the race, so. Kind of crowded here. Ooh, little contact. Looks like we're gonna have another caution before the end of the race.
Getting ready, going green.
we're going green for what I believe will be the last time. To run this out, that fella goes high around us, so we just stayed at the bottom, let him go. We're just worried about getting as much momentum as we can on this lap for that final lap so we can maybe try and make some moves. Lots of movement there up front, and the white flag's flying. No more cautions. We're going to make a move to the inside there, on the outside rather. Here we are, pretty deep. Fella comes down into us. Make it through. I'll show the replay of that at the end here. Alright, now we're just worried about getting a draft, getting a run. Got 3 cars in front of us. What can we do about it? Got whatever's going on here. So I decided to go up. This fella. We're gonna ride his bumper here. He moves down. We actually lifted. Just a touch, but thankfully we held our run, held our momentum. He's on our inside door there. We're just going to nose him for another top 5. So, ended with 4 times incidents. Super happy with how things turned out. Let's take a look back at that last couple laps there. Oh, this is the last lap. So here we go. We're taking that inside. Holding that middle line. That fella came down. Looks like there was another fella having some connectivity issues that happened. So let's see here. We're actually at the last second there, nose down to the left even harder, but I didn't want to take the fella out below me, so just had to live with it. What was coming was coming. Alright. Nice and clean right through that. Let's take a look at that last couple corners here. We're getting a run. Got 3 cars in front of us. Nice and smooth inputs. Managing that momentum. We get just around this fella. Now it's a drag race here to the finish line. And beat him by about half car length there. Well, thank you folks so much for watching. I truly appreciate all the support. I hope you enjoyed the race. Rockingham is this week, so hoping to have some good clean races from Rockingham to share with you folks. Just want to give another shout out to Warrior Shaman for providing the music. M203 Gaming for sponsoring us and helping us have our rig up and running so we can participate and compete on here. And big shout out to everybody that has subscribed and commented and liked. I appreciate every one of you. I'll see you all in the next one.